Okay, so I'm having a fun time with this YouTube channel. We're getting a lot of interesting discussions. So tonight, the question will be, would you like to have, or for hunting and in terms of traditional archery only, would you like to have a relatively fast bow that's extremely quiet? This is a Martin Savannah. Or would you like to have a bow that's extremely fast and relatively quiet? Sometimes my opinion changes. But for tonight, all these shots are going to be in regular time so that you can hear how quiet the bow is and how fast the arrow gets to its target. So I'm going to shoot 8 arrows tonight, and we're going to use 4 balloons. So I'm going to shoot my fastest bow first. This is a Black Swan recurve, and I'm going to take out one of the, let's call them maroon balloons. I'll take out the one on the left with this so that you can hear how quickly the arrow gets to the balloon. And then I'll do it with the Martin Savannah, and then I can do it with the 2 closer ones as well. But then I'll shoot 2 more arrows so that you can hear just how quiet it is. Hopefully the video makes sense. All right, Black Swan, extremely fast, relatively quiet. We'll get that balloon on the left. It's fast. With both of these bows, I'm pulling around 60 pounds, and both of these arrow setups are around 575 grains. So I'll get the one on the right with this one. So quiet, relatively fast. So we'll do that one more time on these blue balloons. Black Swan. I'll get the one on the zip line. All right, and then again with the Savannah. Both these bows are great. I love them both. And so now we'll get the turkey. And now we can watch that back in the video and see if there actually is a difference between how fast the arrow gets to the balloon. So let me take 2 more shots with the Black Swan. So this Black Swan is probably at least 15 to 20 feet per second faster than any of my other bows. At this bow I'm pulling 56 pounds at 26, and this bow is just extremely fast. So we're just gonna shoot the turkey, but you can hear just the bow this time. Okay, so that's my fastest bow, and here's my quietest. And now you should be able to hear the difference. So quiet. Okay, so there are times where I want an extremely quiet bow. If I'm hunting nervous deer, or I had a tulkey once, and I shot. It was so quiet. It was a Tulky, I think it was a, actually I don't remember what it is. I have a Tulky pike, and now this was, anyway, it was so quiet. I shot at a deer once and I shot right under it because it didn't even duck because the bow was so quiet. The bow was built for shooting 3 under, and that's why I eventually sold it, but it was a wonderful bow. And anyway, when I bought the Black Swan, the reason I bought it was because this is the first bow that I ever took a deer with. So I wanted a fast bow. That was a long time ago, but this is still a great bow. It's got a metal riser, so if it's cold out, I don't usually wear gloves when I'm hunting, so that's the biggest drawback for me with this bow. And you know, if you're sitting in a tree for several hours and you kind of get cold, for me at this age, it's kind of hard to get to 60 pounds there. I'm better off pulling around 50 pounds, especially if I'm cold and my muscles aren't warm. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or, you know, things to point out, what would you prefer? Again, an extremely fast bow that's relatively quiet, or an extremely quiet bow that's relatively fast. With that, you all have a good weekend. Aim small and be well.